set.
First of three finals we've got coming your way.
Shaunae Miller-Ubio flying down this backstretch. She's run 48.36 at 400 meters. Obviously, she was pushed. This is an excellent first 200 and now 250.
Shaunae Williams is running out of time because on her inside is Paulino, Marileidy Paulino, but it is Shaunae Miller-Ubio who is a world champion. Finally, 49.11. She's the first for her country to win a world title at this distance.
And it's Miller-Ubio crossing the finish line, getting her first world title. Shaunae Miller-Ubio has been the most consistent 400-meter runner in the world since 2015 by winning medals at the World Indoor, World Championship, and Olympic Games. However, her journey began long before that. Shaunae Miller first participated internationally in 2007 at the CAC Age Group Championships by participating in a myriad of events, namely the 80-meter, 60-meter hurdles, long jump, shot put, and hexathlon. She walked away with 2 silver and 3 bronze medals. She continued her junior career by winning multiple medals at the Carifta, Pan American, CAC, World Youth, and World Junior Championships. Miller ended her junior career with 7 golds, 6 silvers, and 10 bronze medals, which set her up to have an impressive career. In 2012, while still a junior athlete, she represented her country at the London Olympic Games in the 400-meter, but she did not finish her heat due to injury. She was extremely devastated as she tried to contain her emotions on the track. Later in the season, she earned a scholarship from the University of Georgia, where she continued her career. A year later, Shaunae Miller stepped down to the 200-meter, but she was able to step things up by making her first senior final at 19 years old. She came fourth in the 200-meter at the Moscow World Championship after an extensive collegiate season. In 2014, she decided to compete indoors in the 400-meter. This was proven to be one of her best decisions yet, as she won bronze in the 400-meter at the Sopot World Indoor Championship with a time of 52.06 seconds. Later in the season, she participated in the 400-meter at the Commonwealth Games, but she only finished 6th with a time of 53.08 seconds. In 2015, Shaunae continued her consistency by going under 50 seconds for the first time in the 400-meter at Lausanne Diamond League with a time of 49.92 seconds before the Beijing World Championship, cementing herself as a medal contender. She went on to place second in the 400-meter at the World Championship with a massive personal best of 49.67 seconds. She also ended the season with a personal best of 22.14 seconds over the 200-meter. For the 2016 Olympic year, Shaunae Miller opened her season with a solid 400-meter time of 49.69 seconds at the Chris Brown Invitational in the Bahamas. She used this race to signal herself as the favorite to win the title in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. She won all of her races leading up to the Olympics, but she was placed in the semifinal with arch-rival Allyson Felix, where Shaunae Miller came second behind her. The Olympic final was set and everyone was eager to see if Shaunae would have become the second Caribbean woman to win the title behind her countrywoman Tonique Williams-Darling, who won the title at the Athens 2004 Olympics. Both Shaunae and Allyson were off to a blistering start with the rest of the field trailing behind. Felix led for most of the race until Miller closed on her with a dramatic drive to win the title in a time of 49.44 seconds. This race went down as one of the best races in Olympic history. 2017 saw Shaunae Miller becoming Shaunae Miller-Ubio as she married her partner Marcel-Ubio, an Estonian decathlete whom she met in Athens, Georgia. The London Championship did not go according to plan as she attempted to do the 200-meter and 400-meter double. She led the 400-meter for most of the race but pulled up in the last 15-meter to finish fourth. Then she returned to get bronze in the 200-meter. After such a rough championship, she was able to redeem herself by becoming the second Caribbean woman behind Grace Jackson to run under 22 seconds for the 200-meter and under 50 seconds in the 400-meter. She ran 21.88 seconds and 49.46 seconds to end her season on a solid note. The 2018 season saw Shaunae Miller-Ubio winning her first title in the 200 meter at the Commonwealth Games in the Gold Coast, Australia. She won the event with a new Games record of 22.09 seconds, beating the 22.20 seconds that was set by her countrywoman Debbie Ferguson-McKenzie. She also won the 200 meter at the Ostrava Continental Cup in a time of 22.16 seconds, also winning the 4x100 meter and the mixed 4x400 meter. But her best performance came in the 400 meter when she became the first Caribbean woman to run under 49 seconds in the 400 meter with a time of 48.97 seconds at the Monaco Diamond League. This performance shaped things up for what would come in the 2019 World Championship season. The 2019 World Championship season was looking extremely good for Miller-Ubio, as she was undefeated in both the 200 meter and the 400 meter leading up to the championship. However, she ran her heart out in the final of the 400 meter as she ran a personal best of 48.37 seconds to finish second behind Bahrain's Salwa Aid Nasser, who ran the third fastest time in the event of 48.14 seconds. Miller-Ubio was quite upset as this was the third consecutive time that she was missing out on a world title in the event. With the COVID-19 pandemic, Miller-Ubio still managed to put on world-class performances, especially in the 100 meter and 200 meters, despite the postponement of the Tokyo Olympics. She ran a massive personal best of 10.98 seconds and a solid 21.98 seconds to become the only woman in the world that year to run both sub-11 and sub-22. She additionally created history by becoming one of the few women to run sub-11, sub-22, and sub-50 across the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 400 meters. The 2021 Olympic year saw Miller-Ubio running one of the fastest season openers of 49.08 seconds at the USATF Grand Prix, to then signal herself as the favorite as she aimed to defend her Olympic title. She was also putting up swift 200 meter times and decided to take on both the 200 meter and 400 meter double at the Olympics. This double was done twice by only two women, that of Valerie Briscoe-Hooks and Marie-José Pérec. But leading up to the Games, Miller-Ubio was said to have been facing many inquiries, which made her fans concerned as to whether or not she would take on both events. However, like the fighter she is, Miller-Ubio decided to contest both at the Olympics. She finished 8th in the 200 meter with a time of 24 seconds. She then went on to become the second woman to defend an Olympic title in the 400 meter. Miller-Ubio won the 400 meter in a new personal best of 48.36 seconds to end her season on a successful note. The 2022 season saw Shaunae Miller-Ubio returning indoors. With no indoor races earlier in the season, she decided to contest the 400 meter at the World Championship in Belgrade, Serbia. Miller-Ubio was quite impressive through the rounds and went on to beat pre-race favorite 400 meter hurdler Femke Bol to win the title in 50.31 seconds, which set the tone for her outdoor season. Her outdoor season did not begin according to plan, as after opening in the 400 meter with a time of 49.91 seconds, she won in the Doha Diamond League to get her first defeat in almost 3 years from Olympic silver medalist Dominican Republic's Marileidy Paulino and Olympic finalist Jamaica's Stephanie-Ann McPherson. This left fans concerned about her, as she did not compete for about a month before the World Championship in Eugene, Oregon. Fans were extremely concerned as heading up to the championship, it was revealed that she was battling injuries. However, like the true champion that she is, she showed up and got the job done. She finally won the title that seems to have eluded her 3 times in a row. She won the 400 meter in a time of 49.11 seconds to lead home a Caribbean clean sweep as Dominican Republic's Marileidy Paulino placed second 49.60 seconds and Barbados' Sada Williams in third with a national record of 49.75 seconds. Shaunae Miller-Ubio continues to be an inspiration to many Caribbean track and field athletes with her unorthodox combination of the 200 meter and 400 meter. She is showing that it is possible to do great things internationally, no matter where in the Caribbean you are from, and still maintain your character. Yes, Shaunae Miller-Ubio is indeed the one-lap queen. Please like, subscribe, share our channel, and turn on the notification bell for our next video as we explore the Caribbean rich cultures together. This is Gyro Caribbean. See you in the next video.